Hey, what's up? So, I quickly wanted to record this video and talk about a few things that could help you get more out of your Facebook advertising. Now, this ad just popped up on my Facebook feed, and I get similar ads, like almost about 10 to 15 new ads, which have a very similar messaging. So there's a big freaking flaw with running these kind of ads, and I don't think running an ad like that would survive in the long run because one, it does not represent authenticity. Now, here's what I'm talking about. I'm sure you must have seen an ad which talks about a free seminar, and then from there, uh, well, thankfully, I am happy that the mention of free seminar worth 50,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees isn't written on this ad copy in the headline here, because that's freaking annoying, right? Anybody who's writing that, my only fucking question is, who the fuck is paying you that much, right? Just give me the names of the people who actually pay you 25,000 for your seminar, right? So that's a big no. I would highly suggest that you do not put that in your headline. Now, the second thing which isn't that great with this is obviously the name. I dislike the name bulletproof body. It just reminds me of bulletproof coffee. And again, if your audience is in India, you may want to use terms which are more applicable to your audience in India, right? So that's one. And so one thing good is like the use of actors, which is always a driver in grabbing attention and giving more trust. So that's a good part. Or apart from that, now, so here you begin with the ad, the entire copy of the ad, which is attention. That's a good thing. It's calling out to the right audience. So this is a good part. And then they're trying to use the three hypnotic frame, which I highly talk about. But I the framing of the hypnotic questions isn't that great, right? So especially do you aspire to be, that's a good one, but the other two not that great. Now, if you think about somebody in the fitness field, and achieving peak performance is like narrowing your fitness audience to a very small percentage. So again, not a great homework of who the target audience is by seeing that. And again, if the person who's creating the ad understands the fitness industry, and I understand the industry really well because I have been a part of it and I'm a part of it. So this is not a language that's going to really appeal to a lot of fitness professionals. So again, the hypnotic frame doesn't work that great in here. Now, like this, the entire part is unnecessary, right? I know you have to build your authority and all that stuff, but nobody, honestly, like whoever is doing it, or if you are doing an ad copy for yourself, nobody gives a fuck. That's the brutal, honest thing that you should remember. Nobody cares about you, nobody cares about me, right? When people see the ad, all they care about is what's in it for them. And such a long bio, or it's like a biography about the person, nobody cares about it. Pretty awesome, right? I just care about the shit that I get. So let me just come for it, entice me with that. What would I get? And again, there's one thing that did not. So I've helped over 25,000 people. So like, please stop like throwing in all these false numbers out there, because if you just like, the first thing I would do is hover over here. How many likes on the page? 663 likes on the page. Where the first question that pops into like somebody's mind is, where are all the 25,000 people who you have helped? Now, I'm not tearing this person apart. I know I'm hoping that she hasn't done the ad and there is an agency working with her. But whatever agency, I'm like seeing so many of these ads where people claim to throw in a seminar free of 30,000, 50,000, and they've helped so many people. Please, for God's sake, where the fuck are all the people that you have helped? 663 people. Why haven't they even liked your Facebook page? Really? I mean, so much for helping them get in great shape, being like taking them to their peak health. So I think that's a big no, right? So don't want to be doing that. So again, like, too text heavy, and I would want to keep it. It's good to add in text, but if you're not a great copywriter, or unless you have done a great amount of research and understanding your audience, I really wouldn't write a lot, because the more I write, the more I cut away my audience, or the more I drop my conversions. So you just want to play based on curiosity. If you're not a great copywriter, or if you're not willing to put in the work to understand the audience, because all this is not a language that most likely the fitness industry, or at least majority of the people who work in the fitness industry, like, talk. That's not how they talk. Right, so once you click on the link, you go to the page. Now if you see the big discrepancy between the two, it's I have helped 5,000 people, and then it talks about I've helped 25,000 people. And the only fact is, like, I could I can understand that most people who are doing these ads are throwing in something which is very very cookie cutter, right? So it's a copy paste. Like, I'm sure people are ripping apart each other's ad, especially in the coaching space. So if someone is doing it, so people are just copying the entire thing verbatim, which is freaking bad. There's no freaking authenticity, and it's not really going to convert. Even if it converts in the time being, it's not going to convert in the long run. And think about it, I have been targeted by so many freaking coaches in the last 6 months. Like, over, I could almost say that over 200 coaches, everybody saying the same thing. And people know that once they go for the seminar, what's the next step, right? So how do you differentiate yourself? Because audience is smart, consumers are smart, we all learn in terms of patterns, and everybody knows that once they are invited for the free seminar, what's going to happen next. So you want to make yourself stand apart right from your Facebook advertising. You don't want to wait too longer. So again, like, too generic, too cookie cutter, too similar. So there's no freaking way for me to differentiate this person from all the other 10,000 coaches that I have been seeing ads from. So if you're a coach, please, for God's sake, stop copying a template that's already working for one person in your industry. Talk about the messaging you have, be true to yourself, throw in your message, and then that's when your ads will really tick, and you will be able to differentiate yourself from all the other coaches out there. So that's a little bit about the ad, and I would also want to see in some stuff here, which is seeing the other emos. And yeah, so let's see what do we have in the comment. I'm sure the comments are being moderated, so pretty cool. So again, I would play around more with the ad copy to get people's, not the copy but the banner, to get people's attention. So that's a little short video for you guys to better your Facebook advertising and your landing pages.